Hi, I'm Michelle Stanton, your walking coach for Genev's Get Moving program. We're here today for our third segment in our four-part series, Start Your Day with You, featuring wisdom from Genev's health coaches who are here to support you to succeed in your walking practice. Today, I'm joined by Jessica Gingrich, a registered dietitian, who's going to share with us the benefits of starting our day with a simple glass of water. Welcome, Jessica.
Hi, Michelle. I'm so happy to be here with you today and talking about hydration.
We hear a lot of different recommendations about how much water we should be drinking. Why is staying hydrated so important in midlife?
Yes. So, for most of our life, our body is made up of about 60 to 70% water. But as we approach midlife, that actually shifts to about 55%. And that's due to changing estrogen levels having an impact on how much hydration or water that our body holds on to. And so, as estrogen decreases, the total amount of water is down, and it may make it easier for you to feel dehydrated, to feel dry, and makes it a bigger priority to stay well hydrated. But the challenge, of course, is women at midlife often have a lot of balls in the air. There's a lot going on, and drinking water and staying hydrated can easily become deprioritized over the course of the day.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're so busy, we kind of forget about it. So,
Yes.
what happens if we're not drinking enough water? And how do we know if we need to be drinking more?
Yes, our bodies will tell us, thankfully. So, of course, you think dehydrated showing up as a little dry, right? Dry lips, dry eyes, dry skin, mouth, and throat. Those are some classic signs. You may also feel a little headachy, sluggish, dizzy, maybe some muscle cramps showing up, or even some irritability if the body is feeling off. So, those are some generalized signs. There is also one additional sign, and that is just checking out the color of your urine. So you want to aim for a light yellow, kind of lemonade color when you look at your urine. And if you're headed in that dark orange direction, which is often common when we see in the morning, that might sign that you're a little dehydrated. So you want to drink a little bit more water and aim for that light lemonade color. If you're moving all the way into clear, you might actually be a little overhydrated.
Mm.
So just take a peek, look, make sure everything is looking good, and keep aiming for that light lemonade color.
Okay, so it's really kind of a balancing act here.
Yes.
So, how much water should we be drinking each day?
Yes. The great part is this does not have to be complicated. You just simply take your weight, divide it in two, and that's your goal in ounces. So, for example, if you weigh 150 pounds, you want to aim for about 75 ounces of water each day. And 8 ounces is equal to a cup. So I find the simple strategy is find your favorite water bottle. Here's mine. Figure out
Got mine right here,
that's
too.
yours there. Good. Figure out exactly how much water fills this up and then what your goal is per day. So I know I aim for about 3 or 4 of these water bottles per day.
I've done the same thing. So I know I have 16 ounces in my water bottle, and I
Mhm.
have a glass that I use, which I know is 12 ounces. And then I keep track of mine on my Fitbit. There's a spot where I can input my water.
It's a great strategy.
Yeah. So now water isn't the only way that we get hydration, right?
That's correct. We do actually get some hydration from the foods that we eat, and that contributes to the total amount of fluid that our body needs each day. But again, this is easy. We don't have to complicate it. So just enjoy the food that you're eating and focus on your glasses of water each day, aiming for that half of your body weight in ounces. So, for example, that could be plain water,
Mm.
herbal teas, hot or cold, or maybe some water with some infused flavors in it, like lemon slices, strawberries and cucumbers in the
Mm.
summer, adding some herbs in to really give it a little bit of boost so you're not just having plain water.
That sounds good because some people, say that they don't like the taste of plain water. So I think that flavor can, help encourage us to drink a little bit more. Now, what
Absolutely.
about things like coffee? Do I get to count all those?
Yes. So caffeinated drinks like coffee, they do contribute to your total fluid goal. But here I want you to think of that half of your body weight in ounces as those primarily just water-based drinks, right? The
Okay.
uncaffeinated drinks. And the reason is because in larger quantities, caffeinated drinks can actually be dehydrating. They move in the opposite direction, and they may already be part of your routine. And caffeinated drinks, coffees in particular, often have added sugars in them, maybe some creamer. And so here we're primarily focusing on plain water or those infused waters that I was just talking about.
Got it. Sounds good. Now, the focus of this series is to start your day with you. So, why is it particularly important to make sure you're drinking water in the morning?
Yes. So, depending on when you had your last drink, you may have gone 6 to 10, maybe even more hours without any hydration. And so, you want to rehydrate the body after that period of time. You may wake up feeling a bit dehydrated, and that can show up as feeling sluggish, feeling tired. It's not uncommon for women in midlife to see changes in their sleep patterns, to have an emergence of fatigue. And of course, being dehydrated in the morning can make that a little bit worse and make it a little bit more challenging. So if your mornings feel like they're dragging, it's feeling like it's getting harder and harder to get up, get going. Part of that could be some dehydration. So starting your day with a glass of water can give you a little bit of a boost, help nourish your body and your mind, get ready for your day.
Such a simple step to make us and help us to feel better. I love it. Now, are there other specific conditions or issues that women might be facing in midlife that by drinking more water can help us with those too?
Yes, I just mentioned the fatigue part, which is really important.
Mhm.
Two others that come up are constipation and headaches. So, with constipation, if you think of a sponge, and when it's dry, it's hard, it's a little scratchy. But when we think of when a sponge has some moisture in it, it becomes a little bit larger, softer. Think of that moving through our system. It's going to be easier for our intestines when our bowel movements are well hydrated. So, that's a
Mhm.
first key step is to maintain your hydration. The great part is with constipation, my next strategy is movement, getting a walk in.
I
So
like that.
get your water in, get your walk in, you'll be feeling good. So with headaches, again, it's not uncommon for headaches to emerge in midlife because there's a lot going on. But part of that could also be dehydration related. So the brain is about 3/4 water. So when it's dehydrated, it will shrink, will pull against the head, and you'll feel that dull, achy, headachy feeling, which I don't know about you, but it makes it hard for me to think, makes it hard for me to feel productive, like I want to go do things. So that water can be really helpful for just making sure your body is doing the things it needs to do every day.
Yeah, I've found that if I start to get a little headachy, a lot of times if I have a glass of water, I don't need to take any pain reliever or anything. It really does help.
It's a great first strategy. Yes.
Yeah. Now, as part of the Get Moving program, we're encouraging women to walk for exercise. What role does hydration play when it comes to exercise?
Yes. So I've been talking a lot about that fatigue and sluggish feeling that can come when you're not feeling hydrated, right? And if you're just starting a walking program or if you're feeling a little tired, that can make it that much harder to get out the door. So staying well hydrated is important for keeping your energy up. Then, when you're on your walks, depending on the intensity of what you're doing, or if it's particularly hot where you are, you might be sweating off a lot of your hydration. So, it's important to hydrate before your walk. If you're on your walk or during your exercise, you can drink. That's a good time
Mhm.
to do it. Or afterwards, you can simply replenish any of the moisture that you might have lost then.
Jessica, this is great information. Everyone, if you have any questions about hydration or drinking more water, please post them in the comments section below and we'll get you answers as quickly as possible. Now, you have provided us, Jessica, with a lot of great information. Thinking maybe if you could summarize and give us 3 key takeaways so that we know what we need to remember moving forward.
Yes, absolutely. So, first, due to the changes that are coming midlife around estrogen and, of course, busy lives, hydration is really important, but dehydration is potentially easier due to all the things that are happening. So, prioritizing your water first thing in the morning is important. Second, aiming for that half of your body weight in ounces as your goal is the way to find exactly what your body is needing. And of course, flexing to that. If you've had a big workout, maybe you need a little bit more that day.
Mm.
So making sure you're listening to your body. And lastly, starting your day with a glass of water is a simple but really intentional way to prioritize you in the morning and making sure that you're starting off in a way that is going to help you tackle everything that you have to do.
Jessica, thank you for all this great information. Now, everyone, if you need some support with your walking program or other lifestyle changes that you're trying to make, you might want to consider enlisting the services of a Gennev health coach like Jessica. If you want more information about Gennev's health coaches, go to gennev.com and click on services. And tomorrow, I want you to remember to wake up and start your day with a refreshing glass of water. Your mind and your body will thank you. That's it for today. I will be back next time with more wisdom and wellness tips from Gennev's health coaches. Until then, happy walking